Good morning. Today we want to look at completing the square as a means of solving quadratic equations. Earlier on we had looked at factorization as a means of solving quadratic equations. You can go back to the previous video and check on that. Now we have an example: 2x squared plus 9x plus 8 is equals to 0. The first step is making sure that the coefficient of x squared is reduced to 1. Here the coefficient of x squared is 2. How do we reduce it to 1? We divide all over by 2. For example, 2, 2, 2. And then we will have the coefficient of x squared reduced to 1. It will be x squared plus 9 over 2x plus 4 is equals to 0. The next step, we then have all the terms of x on one side and the number on the other side. We will have x squared plus 9 over 2x is equals to negative 4. The next step is we were looking for a complete square. How do we find a complete square? We make sure that the coefficient of x is divided by 2, and then we square it and add it to both sides. For example, we will have x squared plus 9 over 2x plus the coefficient of x divided by 2 will be 9 over 4, and then it is squared. We have added it on this side. We also add it on the other side. We have 9 over 4 squared. All right. Now, here we will extract our complete square. We will have x plus 9 over 4 squared is equals to minus 4 plus 9 over 4 squared. When we solve this other side, we will have minus 4 plus 81 over 16, which is equals to minus 4 plus 81 over 16 will give us 17 over 16. 17 over 16. Now, here we will have to find the root of x plus 9 over 4 squared, and the root will be x plus 9 over 4 is equals to, this is x plus 9 over 4 is equals to the square root plus or minus the square root of 17 over 16. We want to find the value of x alone. What will we do? We will now have our x. Our x is equals to plus or minus the square root of 17 over 16 minus 9 over 4. Now, when we solve this, we will find that x will be, when we solve this, the value of x becomes, you use our calculator to solve that one out. Yeah, the value of x is negative 3.28 or negative 1.229. Now, those are the value of x: negative 3.28 or negative 1.229. That is the answer of our equation 2x squared plus 9x plus 8 is equals to. Let's look at our second example. 4.6y squared plus 3.5y minus 1.75 is equals to 0. The coefficient of y squared must be reduced to 1. What do? We divide all through by 4.6, 4.6, 4.6, 4.6. 4.6 divided by 4.6 is 1. We will now have our y squared plus 3.5 divided by 4.6. You will get 0.761 y minus 1.75 divided by 4.6. If you divide 1.75 divide by 4.6, your answer becomes minus 0.38 minus 0.38 is equals to 0. The next step is to have all the terms of y on the other side. We will have y squared plus 0.761y is equals to 0.38. And then we look at the coefficient of y, 0.761. We divide it, we can reduce it to 0.76 to make our work easier. So we can have y squared plus 0.76y is equals to 0.38. Now, we look at the coefficient of y, which is 0.76. We divide by 2, we square it and add to both sides. We will now have y squared plus 0.76y plus 0.76 divided by 2 and then squared is equals to 0.38 plus 0.76 divided by 2 squared. Now, when we solve, we must extract complete square from the left hand side. We will now have y plus 0.76 divided by 2, and then this is a complete square. When we solve the right hand side, we will have our answer to be 0.525. 0.525. Now that is our right hand side. We go back to y. Let's continue up here. Y plus 0.761 squared is equals to 0.525. Now we want to find the value of y. What's the value of y? First, we must look at the root of this square. The square 1, y plus 0.76 over 2 squared. The root will be y plus 0.761 over 2 is equals to plus or minus the square root of 0.525. If you solve this equation, you will end up having the value of y is equals to, let's solve this together. Y is equals to plus or minus the square root of 0.525 minus 0.76 over 2. Now, what is the square root of 0.525? 0.525 is equals to 0.725. Now y is equals to plus or minus 0.725 minus 0.761 divided by 2. What is, if we divide that one by 2, 0.761 divided by 2, our answer becomes 0.3805. 0.3805. Y is equals to 0.725 0.725 minus 0.3805. Our y is equals to 0.345, or if you have the negative, you will get y is equals to negative negative 1.105, or y is equals to negative 1.105. We have come to the end of our sums. That is our answer. You can check on the previous video to see solving through factorization.